So this is going to give you an overview of the Infinite Campus and some of the changes that were made from last year to this year. And it's going to go through the account settings so that you can set up the default so that it'll go to right where you want it to go when you're, doing grades and such. So let's get started. I'm going to get logged in and I'm going to make this as quick as possible, but yet not go too fast. When I log in, you're going to notice that this really doesn't look any different than last year. You have your navigation over here that has the same things over here. You're going to notice this gradebook here. Now, I'm going to caution you to not use this gradebook link here. Because what it does is that this is the gradebook that uses Java. In Java, if you don't have the latest and greatest version loaded on your computer, you'll run into errors and issues later on. So I would say you don't want to use this interface at all. So up in the top right-hand corner, you see these 9 squares. This is very similar to Google Drive. When you click on them, you're going to get a couple of choices, and the one is going to be Campus Instruction Beta. So when you click on that, this is where you're going to really notice the difference and the change. The defaults to come into your message center. So this is where you would see things like, the attendance that you need to take for the day. You have a planner option. You have a gradebook option. And those of you that used the beta version of the gradebook last year, this is going to look very, very familiar to you right there. And this is the gradebook that I would recommend people use. For attendance, you can go under the attendance piece here. You're going to see that it's not set up for me to take attendance today because school's not in session. I can go to my rosters just like I did before, and so on and so forth. And so you have this navigation here, and this is where I think that most teachers are going to be, is they're going to kind of be in this campus instruction beta. And so I know, if I was using this on a daily basis, I would want it to default to this view so that I didn't have to come over here to these squares. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. On the very bottom of the list or on the left, there's account settings. And so if you go under the account settings, you have a drop-down menu, and it says select the application that you would prefer to load when you log in. And I would suggest that you change that to the beta version, so that goes right to it. Saves you a little bit of a step. You also probably want to show only the active students. So when students are, drop out of your class, or maybe leave the school district, you don't want those to show up. I probably wouldn't check the box that says show student number. I would check the show student picture. And if you use a seating chart for attendance, then I would want to check that box. And that way you can have your seating chart set up the way you want and just do attendance that way. So you could do that as well. And once you do those, you would hit save. So once it's saved, I'm going to just show you that, you log off and then you log back in. It should default and go right into the beta version. So that you have that. Now, the only real downfall that I've found so far is that if I wanted to search for a student that wasn't one of my students, wasn't in one of my classes, I haven't yet found where that is in here. And honestly, I've only been in this for less than 3 minutes total. So maybe it's in here somewhere. I just haven't found it. So to search for a student that wouldn't be in my room, I would go up here to the 9 squares, and I would go to Campus Tools, and it takes me back to the other version, and this is where I could then search for a student and see details about them and whatnot. So now I could do that if they were in my class, but I wouldn't be able to do that if they weren't in my class. And so then I switch back to the beta version. So that's just a quick overview of kind of the layout and things. I would encourage you to kind of look through some of these other things, and I'm going to create a couple more short videos that show you how to do some more specific features. But that's an overview setting up the default.